My name is Don Kaspar, and my home is at Shiner, Texas, and I was born and reared in Shiner. When I finished college and when I got through with the Army, I knew that my dad needed me at the business, and I also saw business opportunity there. So I had no doubts that that's what I wanted to do. So I went home and worked around the factory some, but then my dad soon had me in the office handling inquiries, quoting prices to customers, and taught me how to estimate the cost of doing jobs, custom work, and with wire and sheet metal, and with strip steel, and I was soon to be called a customer service person, maybe, or soon was active in sales. And then I would go to the big cities like Houston, San Antonio, Dallas, or Fort Worth, and maybe each one of those cities once a month, and make sales calls on prospective customers and on existing customers. And there I learned to be something of a salesman, and how to present your product to a prospect. And finally, my dad made me his partner in the business, and I had ownership in the business. And my father and I made a very good sales team. He was a little stronger mechanically than I was, and I was a little bit stronger in sales and organization than he was. But we made a beautiful team together all our lifetime, and never had any harsh words or any troubles whatever with each other. My grandfather started the business. My father joined the business as his partner, and then my grandfather retired, and my dad ran the business by himself for a short while, and then and they got along beautifully, never any problems. I loved my grandfather. I knew him when I was a young man, and he was an old man. And then my dad and I worked so well together and made a good team. But we even have a stronger team now because there's more of us. My four sons are all working for the company, and they all have different talents, and they all fit in as executives where they can do the most good, and everybody's working toward the goal, and we've had no real problems with the family ownership. I guess being in the Cadet Corps gave me the leadership training, and then the professors were very conscientious and cared if you learned or not. And I was always ashamed to not do my best for each professor that I had. And between the scholastics and the Cadet Corps training, well, I just learned a great bit of self-discipline and discipline. Well, learn to appraise people, pick helpers that study the virtues that they have. If they're conscientious, they're honest, they're clean cut, they're truthful, and select those kind of people to work on your team. Avoid excessive debt, whether it's personal or business. Save money so that you can then invest, and you don't need much debt. You may have to finish up an expansion program in your business. You may need to borrow some money. handle debt cautiously. Don't plunge. Don't be a plunger. Okay. Keep yourself presentable when you apply. Be interested. Be sure you pick something that you like to do. Go into it with utmost determination to succeed. Start at the bottom. Don't worry too much about wages and fringe benefits to start with, but work your way up. Just make yourself indispensable. Become a company man or woman. Become a company person. Where take ownership of it, so to speak, and do your best, and you will be recognized and you will be promoted.